known. They run from bad to worse. And now those same demographics are shifting into every community because it's a program of degeneration. And when they're done with all the hip-hop gangsters and all of the cop killer music, when they're done, black communities are going to look like open-air Warsaw ghetto concentration camps. They always test the takeover on who is seen as the weakest group. And it's all Democratic Party run, Chicago, New York, D.C., the list goes on. And these cities collapse like Detroit when they're done. And they know exactly what they're doing. Just type in LBJ's racist letters on blacks. Type in Margaret Sanger's letters on calling blacks weeds, subhuman weeds that had to be dealt with, and how they would forge a liberal movement to get their trust. This is not my opinion. You can go online. You'll go to major universities online. You can see scans of Margaret Sanger's handwritten letters to different robber barons who were financing her to carry out the operations. In fact, go back up to the top of that and I'll give folks the source. MSNBC. Lyndon Johnson was a civil rights hero, but also a racist. And they try to spin it because he uses the N-word a lot. There's the Washington Times, Margaret Sanger, racist eugenicist extraordinaire. But they just call him racist. Folks, they lay out the complete plan in public letters that I've made films on to kill as many black people as they can. And they've done a great job. 52% of blacks since 1973 never got out of the womb in one piece. You're not going to hear anything from the Reverend Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton or any of these people that, oh, Black Lives Matter and I can't breathe, and use some of these sickening examples to stir everybody up. Let me tell you, the cops didn't kill 52% of black people. The government did. In a letter to Gable and 39, that's Procter and Gamble, we do not want word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who can strengthen and straighten out the idea that if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. Margaret Sanger commenting on the Negro Project. Tuskegee was part of that, just so everybody know, injecting blacks with syphilis, in a letter to Gamble, December 10th, 1939. And it just goes on from there. Do you understand? So I don't want to hear a bunch of arrogant, high-horsing, oh, shut up, you're white racist. And that's usually from some trust fund racist punk. Like this guy, we have an article about it on Infowars.com that works for the Justice Department, meets with them, white. He's running around on video saying, hey, pigs in a blanket to the police. There's new video of him running around saying that, pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket! I'm going to get to that and name him later. This is so the police all form ranks, see the public as the enemy, and all these tactics that will then be used on poor black folks will then be used on everybody else. Ferguson protester who met with DOJ taunts police with NYPD cop killer quote. Fellow protester labels shooter mother bleeping hero. Was he a hero for shooting his girlfriend right before he went and did that too? And granted, and a lot of New York PD are arrogant. They're in their own world. It is a sight to behold. I've been in Mexico around corrupt police, and they're not as arrogant, though they'll shake you down worse. They're more corrupt, probably, but not as arrogant. Because they understand. They just want the money. They don't want to rub your face in it. The cops in New York are worse than cops, in my experience, in Mexico. And I've been to Mexico a lot. But it doesn't mean you get to randomly walk up to 2 of them and blow their heads off. And a lot of them are good people. But it doesn't matter. They get due process.
The CDC just announced flu vaccines may have the wrong strain of flu virus. You may not be protected. Whatever your lifestyle, your immune system is critical, and Immudyne provides your immune support. Doctor recommended, stimulant-free, and not found in pharmacies. Go to Immudyne.com to find out more or to place an order, or call 866-257-8668. That's IMMUDYNE.com or 866-257-8668. Remember, Immudyne is key support for your immune system.
Yes, family and friends are gathering to give gifts and wish health and security. But why not enhance cell phone and wireless device security all year with Block-It Pocket? A family-owned American business, we now have 2 spectacular holiday specials. Find them now at our new website, blockitpocket.com, or call 888-315-9618. Hurry, holiday special ends Christmas Day. Give the gift of security from blockitpocket.com, wishing you health, freedom, and liberty.
2015 is almost here, and with it comes those New Year's resolutions to finally transform your body the way you want it. There's a reason over 88% of New Year's resolutions fail. Make this year different by equipping yourself with Oxy Powder, the next level in cleansing the body naturally. Using super oxygenation, Oxy Powder, available through InfoWarsLife.com, gently cleanses the body while you sleep with easy capsules. InfoWars Nightly News Director Rob Dew has been using Oxy Powder with incredible success.
Took it that first day, then I took it for 6 more days after that. 12 pounds melted off in about a week. I'd say a week, 7 days. And I've been able to keep it off, too. My wife was like, wow, you look really good. And I'm like, I know. I guess it's this Oxy Powder.
2015 can be different. Diet and exercise are important, but a lot of us have already tried that. Oxy Powder flushes it out. Secure your Oxy Powder at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
What disaster is so powerful, it unleashes a chain of mass pandemics, economic meltdowns, and violent food riots, all at the same time? NASA has already set the countdown timer, and right now the 21st century apocalypse is less than 13 months away. Former CIA Director James Woolsey says 2/3 of U.S. population could perish. In a matter of seconds, the world as we know it will cease to exist. The world's economy will be wiped out. Mass riots will follow. Ancient diseases will reemerge. How will you shield yourself and your loved ones from this upcoming apocalypse? Go to darkestdays.info to find out proven methods of protecting yourself, your loved ones, and even your entire community when this worst-case scenario unravels. That's darkestdays.info. darkestdays.info. Go there before this life-saving information becomes unavailable to the large public. Go to darkestdays.info now. We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2014 for 30% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
I am your host, Alex Jones. I want to open the phones up to hear from people that think it's a good idea to shoot police. Because we even had a few calls yesterday saying, well, I don't want to shoot the police, but, you know, they've got it coming. And see, there's the paradox. Because if you look at Albuquerque, that has one of the highest rates of shooting unarmed people, homeless people, and as the cops pull up, one of them says, you know, I'm going to kill this guy. I can't wait to kill him. and then they shoot him over and over again, and then let the dog bite on his dead body, and then nobody gets in trouble. And you see police choke somebody to death, and then they don't get in trouble. But even if you think that's cold-blooded murder, then do you randomly go out and just shoot 2 cops sitting in a car? Absolutely not. Plus, all that's going to do is start a civil war. The police will arm. They will start getting itchy trigger fingers. They'll start killing more citizens. And it is going to turn into a giant bloodbath. It is going to descend. And you can see the media, the state-run media, the same ones that want our borders open and want our kids and want forced inoculations and want our guns and are putting us under UN treaty and that want to censor the internet and that want to control our lives. The rich crony capitalist elite that aren't free market, that are insulated from most of this. Of course, Bloomberg's kid just got mugged on Friday. They said, oh, normally there are police stations at the house, but there weren't that night. Oh, you get police stationed at your house, but if I live in Chicago, I don't, and I'm not supposed to have a gun.
Actually, it was the other gun grabber, Rahm Emanuel.
Oh, it was Rahm Emanuel's son. That's right. Did I say Bloomberg?
I think so.
I can't keep track of all these gun grabbers. I know almost every gun control group out there is funded by Bloomberg or by George Soros or by the UN or by the Ford Foundation. But yes, Mayor Emanuel's son robbed outside family Lakeview home, CBS News. Thank you for correcting me. I'd mix these traitors all up. Michael Moore has 6 bodyguards. His guys have been arrested carrying guns illegally before. I tried to ask Moore a question on the street. It's in my film Martial Law. So his guys started basically hitting me, bumping into me. And as soon as I ran my elbow back into his side, he, oh. Those are some bodyguards, let me tell you. That was pretty funny, actually. It's on video. I want to hear from you on this issue. I know I talk about it a lot because this is what the globalists plan to do. Destabilize this country, racial tension, focus the anger that people have on the government at the police instead of the criminals up the chain. There are a lot of peaceful ways, effective ways with ideas and lawsuits and peaceful demonstrations to take this country and this planet back. Freedom is popular. We need to legalize freedom, as Ron Paul has said over and over again. And I've seen the entire preparation by the Pentagon, the police system, you name it, to bring in this crisis that Obama, in his last 2 years, plans to kick off. The toll-free number to join us, first-time callers or police, or people that agree, because I got 2 of these calls yesterday. Well, I don't want to kill cops, but I see why it's happening. Because, you know, they're killing a lot of us. And they were white guys that called in. And I've gotten a lot of criticism on Infowars.com. It's a minority of criticism, but it's there. And on YouTube. Hey, Alex, you know, the police are out of control. Well, you don't fix a problem by doing more of something evil. 2 wrongs don't make a right. MSNBC is hyping this and demonizing the police. That's all you need to know. They're scapegoating the most visible group that is, in many respects, the enforcer of the corrupt system. But they're Americans, too. And you just cannot say because someone is in a blue uniform that they're the bad guy when there's so many different jurisdictions. That's why we don't want a central federal government running at all, because then there's no diversity in it. There's no reform. It just tends to get more corrupt. 800-259-9231. Can we stop the attempt to start race war, civil unrest, and a civil war between the people and the police? That once they get it started, Time Magazine's saying it, they're going to flip it onto the Patriots. Just like they said that the Homeland Security was for Al-Qaeda. Now it's for the Patriots. 800-259-9.